Sustainability and gear manufacturing can counteract one another, but many brands are taking strides to create a more sustainable future for the planet and the people living on it. I'm Tom, the founder of Pack Hacker, your guide to better gear. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and ringing that bell icon for notifications. In this video, we are looking at what brands are doing from a sustainability and responsibility perspective, as well as looking at a couple of examples of gear that they produce and looking at those principles in practice. This video is sponsored by Backcountry, and they're also offering you a 15% discount on your first purchase, but more information on that later. As always, the product picks, content, and opinions in this video are our own. We'll leave links down in the description below for everything mentioned in this video, so make sure to check it out, and we would love to hear from you down in the comments below what your favorite sustainable gear is. Let's dive in. When it comes to recycled materials, Peak Design is doing their part. They're used on their packing cubes, which feature 100% recycled nylon and a polyester mix. Plus, their travel backpack, which features 100% recycled nylon canvas shell. Peak Design has used the equivalent of 3 million plastic bottles in their recycled nylon outer shell fabric to date. That's a lot of bottles. We've completed detailed reviews on both of these products, which rated highly, so check those out on our site if you want to. The Peak Design Guaranteed for Life warranty is a great place to start for responsibility. We tested this warranty a couple of years back with the Everyday Backpack V1, and they got us sorted with no fuss. They state, "You can rest assured that we will do everything in our power to keep your product in use and out of a landfill." So basically, more repairs and replacements and less gear thrown away. Peak Design was also a founding member of Climate Neutral. This is a certification program that is awarded to companies that offset and reduce their greenhouse gas emissions. In 2019, Peak Design's total output was 34,000 metric tons of CO2, and they offset all of this by buying carbon credits through the Climate Neutral program. One of Prana's biggest sustainability initiatives is their responsible packaging movement. Their goal here is simple: eliminate harmful, outdated packaging materials that overflow the landfill and replace them with earth-friendly options that work just as well. More specifically, Prana plans to eliminate plastic from their consumer packaging for 2021 and eliminate the use of materials from ancient and endangered forests by 2022 and all virgin forest fibers by 2025. Prana knows that they cannot do this alone. Casting competition aside, they partner with other gear brands in the space to roll this out as widely as possible. Other brands in this journey include Toad & Co., GSI Outdoors, Morel, to name a few. Sustainable packaging seems like an easy thing, but it's harder than it looks, especially for smaller brands just starting out. Prana creates accessibility and accountability with this movement, along with informative guides to help. A good example of this in action is the Prana V-neck t-shirt that we picked up from Backcountry. When they say sustainable packaging, they are true to their word. We received a neatly folded up t-shirt with a single piece of twine wrapped around it, plus 2 tags that were printed on 94% post-consumer fiber paper using vegetable-based inks. Prana makes some durable and long-lasting goods as well, which is sustainable in itself. Mark, our video editor, has used the Stretch Zion pant frequently over the course of our 3-year testing period, and they are still going strong. They have an adventure aesthetic with functionality to match in the way of clever pockets, an adjustable waistband, roll-up leg snaps, and more. How could we put together a video on sustainable gear brands and not mention Patagonia? This brand has been built with environmentally responsible fundamentals at its core. Their ironclad guarantee is in place to help with any products they create that are defective, and their Worn Wear program repairs and recycles used goods. Worn Wear is a nice little ecosystem encompassing everything from a self-service gear patch to trading in gear at a Patagonia store for credit or mailing it in. The Patagonia Nano Puff I purchased in 2016 and traveled the world with for 2 years straight is still holding up strong, although it could probably use a Worn Wear patch or two from wear and tear. This jacket is great to have on the road due to a high warmth to weight ratio. Layer it up with other clothing in colder weather, or leave it compressed in your bag while in a warmer climate. The secret sauce is the insulation. My 2016 version has PrimaLoft Gold Insulation Eco, which is designed to mimic down insulation yet perform better when wet and uses 50% recycled material. In 2020, Patagonia introduced an upgrade to the insulation called Pure, which features 100% recycled material and cuts the carbon emissions in half when compared to using virgin polyester. In both versions, the shell and the liner are 100% recycled polyester. This all sounds a bit jargony, but the point here is that Patagonia is trying to use more recycled materials every year. Also made with recycled materials, Patagonia's Black Hole line seems to contain every bag under the sun, from duffels to slings to packing cubes. Lately, we've been checking out the ultralight Black Hole 20 liter that packs into itself, just like most products on the ultralight Black Hole line too. Their regular non-ultralight versions of products in the Black Hole line have been reviewed by us too, which are a little bit more robust. Patagonia has sustainable gear available over on Backcountry.com, along with all the other brands mentioned in this video. Plus, Backcountry makes it easier to find sustainable products with a responsible note in the technical details on the page. They have a sustainable products page too, which we'll link up to in the YouTube description below. In order for a product to be deemed responsible on Backcountry.com, at least one of the following criteria needs to be met. The company making the products is a certified B Corp. The materials and production process of the products are Blue Sign approved. The product is made with organic, recycled, or repurposed materials like organic cotton or recycled nylon. As a note, Backcountry lists the percentage of recycled and organic material used in the product. Wool or goose down products need to comply with the Responsible Wool Standard or Responsible Down Standard certification, or the gear is fair trade certified and made according to a set of strict social, economic, and environmental guidelines. We love that Backcountry is bringing awareness to brands that are creating responsible gear. It just makes the world a better place for people, nature, and the planet. Plus, they're offering you a 15% discount off of your first purchase at backcountry.com when you use the code PACKHACKER15. Some exclusions may apply. We'll leave a link to backcountry.com along with that promo code down in the description below, so make sure to check that out. Now, let's get into the next brand that we want to cover in this video, the North Face. The North Face is a big company, but that hasn't stopped them from taking strides when it comes to sustainability, even though they have a long way to go. Their Thermoball Eco Jacket line is a great step in the right direction, and we've included it in our previous video on packable jackets. Developed in partnership with PrimaLoft, Thermoball Eco is made with 100% post-consumer plastic. Plus, it offers a 600 fill power equivalent to Goose Down, but has an entirely synthetic materials and performs better if it gets wet. The North Face uses recycled materials outside of what they do in apparel too. Take their tote pack, for instance. This little chunky 14.5 liter bag uses 100% recycled polyester as the outer fabric and just has a fun look to it. It can also be carried as a backpack with the densely padded shoulder straps or in tote mode with the top handles. Other responsible initiatives within the North Face include their Close the Loop program. This encourages people to recycle their old gear at North Face locations in exchange for a coupon. They accept any brand of gear, not just North Face. From there, the items are sent to Souls for Souls, who focus on creating sustainable jobs and providing relief through the distribution of shoes and clothing. Cotopaxi is known for their wacky colorway options and fun branding. A lot of their products have a strong sustainability angle to them as well, including the Del Dia collection. Every product in this line, including the Luzon that I have behind me, is made with recycled scraps that would otherwise be thrown away. Crafted by hand, a factory worker uses the colors and fabrics they pick out to ensure each Del Dia bag is truly unique. These bags are highly packable too, which makes it a great option for stuffing one inside of a larger bag for one bag travel. We'd also be remiss if we didn't talk about the Elpa. Although this bag uses virgin materials as opposed to remnants, it's still a solid pick. We found this bag to be on the durable end of things, even with the TPU coating that can scratch visually. It's good to hold on to a bag that will last and continue to get good use out of it. Plus, the majority of our audience we polled on Instagram thinks this bag looks good, 80%, making it one of the highest poll results to date. Cotopaxi also offers a bunch of different programs with their creed, Do Good, Top of Mind, and they're a certified B Corp. Next up, we have Eagle Creek, and we want to focus on the Wayfinder bags. They come in many different sizes and styles, including travel backpacks, day packs, and waist packs, plus mini backpacks, like the Eagle Creek Wayfinder Mini. We like the smaller size for just the essentials, and it can be used as a minimal everyday backpack too. Every product in the Wayfinder line uses Blue Sign approved materials. Plus, the RPVB coating on the exterior fabric is harvested from car windshields from the junkyard and landfill. This makes use of what has already been thrown away, and it adds a bunch of oil and water resistance as well as durability. Eagle Creek has the 2020 goal of incorporating recycled materials into every new product they release too, so they're taking sustainability seriously. We're also fans of their Packet silicone set, which is great for 311 TSA compliance. The plastic quart baggie these come in are honestly just bad, but silicone bottles themselves are handy to have for airline travel. These can be a great zero-waste swap too. Instead of buying small, individual travel-sized toiletry products that generate a lot of waste, you can continue to refill these from larger containers for many trips to come. Eagle Creek backs all of their products with their no matter what warranty, which focuses on repair over replacement, which in turn keeps products out of the landfill. All of their repairs are made in-house, and they can repair a product and get it back to a customer within a few weeks or even days in some cases. Next up, we have Millican, a UK-based brand that's making its own strides in sustainability. A big piece of this puzzle is the bionic canvas that's used in a lot of their products, including the Ollie packs we have here, both the 15-liter and 25-liter versions. This material features 33% recycled plastic recovered from waterways, shorelines, and coastal communities. Most of the plastic within this 33% would be deemed not suitable for production, but the bionic process revitalizes them. Then they mix this with a higher grade recycled PET, a yarn that most brands use on their recycled products. The end result is a product that uses 65% of this recycled yarn combination, along with 35% cotton and a paraffin wax for weather resistance. So basically, Millican is taking material deemed non-reusable by most and creating their fabric. This fabric feels great in the hand too. It is closer to a traditional canvas vibe versus a new age swishy polyester one. They're also working on their next iteration of this material called the Dalton Canvas, which ditches all the cotton in it in favor of 100% polyester. Millican is aiming to have this fully rolled out by 2021 across all bags in the Mavericks collection. Being made with stainless steel and virgin materials from the earth, Hydro Flask bottles are not necessarily sustainably made. But the results from using one frequently can offset this, especially if you're switching from plastic bottles. According to an article in the New York Times, if your stainless steel bottle takes the place of 50 plastic bottles, the climate is better off. And if it gets used 500 times, it beats plastic in all the environment impact categories studied in a life cycle assessment. So if you pick one of these up and use it every day for a year and a half, that's some great impact. Keep in mind that frequent washes mean more waste too. Personally, I wash mine once a week. We're big fans of one of their flagship sellers, the 32-ounce wide mouth, which we have a 2-month usage timeline on. This bottle does a great job at keeping us hydrated for the day. Plus, the flex cap is great for carrying it around or attaching it to the outside of a pack. Hydro Flask also recently released their Parks for All version of this 32-ounce bottle, among others. So far, they've donated $1.5 million in proceeds to nonprofit organizations focused on building, maintaining, restoring, and providing better access to parks. Mark, our video editor, kept his coffee hot for a month while using the Hydro Flask 12-ounce coffee mug as well. We found that a vacuum can be created obstructing a pour even when open, but not filling this thing to the brim has solved that. Other than that, it is a nice little portable mug. If you're looking for a zero-waste swap to use daily and replace the use of disposable coffee cups or plastic bottles, Hydro Flask is worth checking out. And at the end of its life cycle, make sure that this bottle makes its way to a stainless steel recycler, because stainless steel can last in a landfill for a very long time. So there you have it, 8 brands and what they're doing from a sustainability and responsibility perspective. We would love to hear what your favorite sustainable product is down in the comments below, so please let us know. And make sure to head over to backcountry.com, use the promo code PACKHACKER15 for 15% off your first order at backcountry.com. Some exclusions may apply. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to better gear. We'll see you in the next video.